at this point, canonically, in my head, Zach is actually just dating a Steam Deck. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Library School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear or watch. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these fine folk play the game of D&D with me. Tonight's prompt players is going to introduce yourselves. We've probably already done this in the first season if you are a regular listener, so I apologize. But we're going to do it again. If you had to pick somebody to replace you in this game, not your character, but replace you at the table, could be anybody in the world, who would it be?
Hi, I'm Will. I play Barrios. You're going to forget by the time it gets to you.
I'm locking it in.
The Tabaxi Sorcerer. And
It
because
also
you
means
mentioned-
like I'm not listening to you because I'm locking it in. So everyone, your jokes aren't going to fall on you.
Okay.
Well, jokes on you. They're not jokes. They're serious suggestions.
This is a deeply serious podcast. For deeply
I
serious
would
Come on.
like for Lassiter from Psych to play Barrios.
Which one's that?
That's the detective from Psych. The guy that's no nonsense and doesn't like deal with people's shit. I'd like to see how he would navigate having to be a goofy fun boy.
Cool.
I don't like this shade on you, Drew.
It's kind
A
of
lot of brain power is holding on to
It's
two
just-
names.
He's such a good listener that when he refuses to, it's upsetting. I feel like I've done something wrong.
I don't know how to say his last name, but it's Timothy Amundsen.
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 Also,
Amundsen.
Kelsey Grammer, I'll remember it for you. Don't worry.
That's another really good one. Yes. Okay.
Somebody else go.
I'm Matty B, and I play Wyatt Masterson, the Herringon Rogue. And I would probably, if they're gonna play Wyatt, I would say maybe like Steve Buscemi.
Ooh, good luck looking down the barrel of a gun with
Oh,
those.
wow.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's
like
really
that.
helpful for me
Yeah, like
to know.
I would do anything to get Steve Buscemi to voice like a cartoon chameleon, just because I feel like his eyes could go two different directions.
A live action Rango.
I'm picturing Steve Buscemi from Mr. Deeds. Playing Wyatt Masters.
Yeah,
Damn, these things are fast.
that or him from the Grown Ups. The one where he's sliding down the wire.
the zip line, yeah,
the
yeah,
zip
yeah.
line straight into the.
I'm an animal.
board.
I'm an animal. I got it.
What's up? I'm Zach. I play Kestis Thimbleweed. He's a centaur druid, and I think has anybody else here seen The Holdovers? The Paul Giamatti movie they just won the Golden Globe for? Because not Paul Giamatti, although an interesting choice for Kestis, but Dominic Sessa, who's like the teenager in the movie.
Okay.
Would love to see his turn as Kestis.
What an
Thimbleweed.
interesting jawline.
I know,
Looks
right?
kind of like a sloth come to life.
Right? He's got kind of
In a
a
good
weird
way.
energy on him, and I like that.
I can
don't know,
see
it
that.
It looks like his brain told him to smile 5 minutes ago, and his muscles are
He's
just now starting.
they're kind of catching up. Because when I was first thinking about Kestis, I was thinking about another Timothy. I was thinking about Chalamet. Because that's like a little too hot for this orphan boy, and I kind of think Dominic Sessa is like a slightly less hot
Yeah,
Timothy.
he has a
Chalamet.
long horse neck.
He's got
already.
a long. He's real stretched.
Can I
out.
ask a follow-up question?
Yeah, for sure.
What famous horse plays your lower body?
Oh, great question. Secretariat and secretariat only.
All right, well, I thought this was a sea biscuit table. Or Spirit,
That was a
Stallion
good
of the Cimarron.
Ooh, an interesting
that's a good
choice.
Okay, I'll go next because I know Drew really wants to go last. My name is Michelle, and I play Nell Webb, and I think I'll just go with Matt Berry. I think he would.
Incredible.
I think he would do a great job.
Who's that?
What we do in the
Nell.
shadows.
Oh.
All the characters.
It's the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
New York City.
You really are the most devious bastard in New York City. I think it would be great.
God.
Yeah.
Him talking to his hands?
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Very
Next.
cool.
Okay, hold on. I have to reconnect with you all.
Should we dim the lights? Should we
No,
dim
no,
the
no.
lights for
I
it?
just I was compartmentalizing my
Okay.
brain, and now I can bring them both together. Thank you. Okay. Kelsey Grammer. Sorry. This is
Kelsey Grammer here.
Kelsey. I would love to be able to talk like Kelsey Grammer.
He has an incredible voice.
Yeah.
My name is Kelsey Grammer.
Man,
I
I
play
feel like
Drew
you-
Puff, who
Today
plays-
welcome, Roz. Today on the show. No, I can't do it.
You're doing a
It's
great
pretty
job.
good.
You're doing a really good
That's
I
my
job.
think
brother.
that's pretty
Niles.
That was inside you somewhere, yeah.
I love Frasier. That's a guilty pleasure show.
All right,
You and
next
I-
caller.
That's a good.
Your voice already
Hello,
has
caller.
that timbre for
Yes.
it.
We have. Oh yeah, I'm sure we've talked about how I mistakenly idolized the character of Frasier as a child and wanted to grow up to be just like him.
Took the right message from that show.
You did indeed.
Okay, great. Yeah. So Drew, I'm Drew. I play Constance, Connie the Reach, Connie the
Comet.
and yeah, I like Kelsey Grammer. That's a good one. But the name I kept holding on to was Harrison Ford. Ooh. Because like I think he's a great actor. I would love to see what he did with it, but also he would hate playing this game so
That's exactly
much.
what I was
Oh,
He would
and
be
can
like,
you imagine if you were the only one that got replaced and Harrison Ford had to hang out with us?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, he would be
God.
so
How
upset.
miserable he would be, and
Yeah.
that would absolutely ruin me. If Harrison Ford was not happy to hang out with
Could you
me,
imagine?
But it would make
crush
but
me.
it would make me happy when I went back and watched the episode of
Drew would have a
my childhood hero is like, "What are you talking about? You don't have a horse half. What are you talking about?"
and you'd be like, okay.
I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I don't. This scar, it's from a whip like you did."
I could see anybody though with kind of like a Boston background playing your character really well, like Ben Affleck, Matt
Flogging
I
Damon.
was
Molly.
thinking honestly. I think
Oh, man.
who should play him
Marky
is
Mark.
probably Mark. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
would be so
Yeah,
good.
Marky Mark.
I
would
think
be
Mark
great.
Wahlberg would do it perfectly.
He would
Can
do
I
a good
actually?
job.
I think the pitch is it needs to be a different Wahlberg. I think it needs to be like Donnie.
I would
Donnie?
You
love.
know what I
do
mean?
a great
like
one,
li-
actually.
Donnie would be
It's
great.
a Wahlberg. It's got all that, but he's also got that little
Blue
brother
Bloods.
energy.
That's a great. He was great in that show. It was great. So
I don't know
Alright.
any other Wahlbergs, so
Oh, and also, what's his name? I got it pulled up here.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Ted Levine.
okay.
Buffalo Bill
Yeah.
Oh, it's
That's a good
from
one.
Monk.
from Monk.
Psych.
Yes.
Monk.
Yeah.
We're a 2-hour power trip.
That's what made me think it was.
That's what's up.
That's nice.
This is the USA Network right here.
2 hour
We
power
don't drop.
trip.
No, it's TNT.
Actually, I think we'd probably
USA.
be more successful
Characters
if
welcome.
if we rename the show 2 Hour Power Trip.
Probably.
That's what we'll do when we review movies. That'll be the 2-hour power trip
cool.
episode.
I like that.
It
All
puts
right.
the
Well,
lotion
we're
on
gonna.
its skin.
Speaking
or
of
it gets
2-hour
the
power
hose
trips,
again.
we're gonna go ahead and kick off tonight's episode, episode 19 of the Wild Magic School Bus. So the last time we were here, our band of adventurers had some restless nights, had spent the following days uncovering some secrets, learning things that they maybe wish they hadn't, but that's what remains to be seen. And while this is all going on, the overarching feel of the city itself is one of frivolity and happiness, because the People's Celebration, the end of one era here in Talrud Mall, is coming to an end, and the new one is ushered in by the bestowing of the spirit of the Vox Populi on one vessel to another. But that celebration is on the cusp of its beginning, for it is the first day of it. And the world is your oyster to do with whatever you want. So, you all find yourselves, whether in group or individually, approaching with the throngs of everyone else to the entrances of the People's Celebration, mainly the Big Top Entertainment, Demetri's Circus, a massive 3 to 4 tent extravaganza that spreads out across several city blocks throughout the main thoroughfare of the city. And like I said, whether individually or collectively, you find yourselves there.
Can I ask a question?
You may.
Do you want us to play in this area you have just put on a platter before us?
Did you want to do something else?
No. Connie probably wants to take care of certain business.
Okay.
But also, Drew doesn't want to do that and would love to play in this fun circus you've laid at our feet.
The choice is up to you on what you would like to do.
Well, what was that, Kestis? Did you whisper circus time?
Sorry? And Kestis is looking more tired than you expected him to. Rocking the black studded armor that he got from the suit of armor, and it doesn't necessarily look like he's maybe slept the night before. And he says, "Sorry, how does that? Yeah, circus time. Is that what you said? Circus time? It's circus time. Sounds wonderful. Let's Are we steal? Are we gonna steal? Sorry, I shouldn't say that out loud. Sorry.
I mean, we're here to. We could enjoy the circus.
Circus time. That's what you meant. I understand.
I'm utterly confused right now.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna go find someone to send a note to someone. Is there somewhere like a
Fantasy post office?
yeah, a messenger service?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They're all throughout the city. There's couriers, runners all throughout the city if you need to send messages that way. If you're trying to send a more magical means of communication, there's probably...
like discreet magical means.
Yeah, you'd probably want to go... to the arcane communications hubs that are all throughout the city. They are... they're simple, kind of roundish buildings made of mostly kind of bronzish materials, but you can go to them, and for a couple gold, depending on what you need, you can have messages sent, received, all kinds of stuff. And you know this from your just kind of your background and everything. For a few more gold, you can also send messages indiscreetly. Or discreetly, sorry. Not indiscreetly.
Everybody knows.
Just a howler. Just a
and
howler.
Also, you can
do skywriting too.
But yeah, you know that there's several means of communication. Magically speaking, you have the arcane hubs, and then you also have, like I said, couriers and runners all throughout the city, constantly doing messages to and fro. All are viable forms of communication for like overt or covert, depending on what you want to do.
Ooh, overt or covert. I like that.
Cool. He'd like to go and send a message to his mom.
Okay, yeah.
And the message is going to say, Ma, we need to talk about Zoo soon. But not at home. Find a safe place. Let me know the details. Love, Connie.
Are you doing like the magical, like the sending style?
The secrety one. Yeah.
Well, if you do it magically, what you have is you have an individual who you pay them. It's going to cost you about 9 gold pieces for this message. And after you relay the information, this communications individual is basically, it is first of all, it's a changeling. And so when you ask them to like send a message to your mom, you watch as this changeling kind of is like sitting in this sphere, closes their eyes, and you watch as their whole body morphs into your mom for a second, and then looks at you expectantly as you relay this message. And then they just stare at you blankly for about a minute before it jerks for a second, and then its eyes go back, and you hear your mom's voice project through it, and it goes, "So you coming to the dinner at the end of the celebration, right? Like you guys are you're bringing all your friends, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course, but we can't really talk there. It's kind of sensitive.
Bring all your friends. It's not a two-way. It's just she goes. You're bringing all your friends, right? Just all your friends that come into the dinner.
It gets me every time you do this. I'm sorry. I always want to talk back. You look just like my mom.
It's a long pause too.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Like
all
when
right,
you've got
love
a
you.
voicemail, it's like, hello.
Can't wait to see you on the. Can't wait to see you at dinner. And that's all there is.
Okay, Mom. I'll see you. Oh, dang.
Every time.
Every time.
But yeah, so the message is sent discreetly.
That's a night?
No, the dinner is supposed to be. I don't know if you picked a night specifically. You would assume it's probably either the third night or tomorrow night, depending on when. I'll let you decide when you chose that. So,
Okay, cool.
Because you'll have that, and then you'll also have your fight at some point on the third night. That one is for sure.
Dang, well, everything's turning up Connie.
But
He's a busy boy.
So, but the rest of you,
busy boy.
if you guys would like to enter the carnival, you're more than welcome to.
Connie
I'm
runs
already
back.
there. I'm dropping off packages around the back, all sorts of frills and
absolutely.
skirts with jingly bits. So if clairvoyance, the unheard servant, you could just shuffle these boxes over here. Thank you. Payment will need to be received. Big payments, lump sums,
Yeah.
thousands, right?
Yeah. Thousands
of
Oh,
copies.
yeah. What
all right.
day is it today,
So-
too? Because Connie gets an allowance of thousands.
As you
Oh, that's right, and
all-
it's Kestis' birthday.
yeah.
The ties come into the hopper on this day as well.
As you all step into the
And he digs up the hidden treasure that he put behind the pub.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's just baby carrots.
As you guys step into the carnival for the first time, you can see it is a sprawling thing. Even in a city as dense as this, it is set within the marketplace, which is the more open air bazaar of the city. All of that has been cleared away to allow for this massive fairgrounds. Just this kaleidoscope of tents and wagons, crewed by wondrous beings, including which you see more of in the city, many denizens of like the Fey realm, of like fairies and elves that don't look like they belong here, and neon coated creatures that you have never seen before in some instances. It is a beautiful carnival. It is vibrant and alive, and it is the main draw of everybody currently during the day and also the evening. But yeah, the carnival is open to you guys. You can do whatever you would like to do while you are there. I will tell you, if you would like to. There are games to be played. There are things to be watched. There are races to be run. The day is yours to pick whatever you would like to do.
Kestis is going to sort of keep an eye out for. It's a day of celebration, and it's also a day to show off and be seen.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for people who are a combination of a bit too tipsy and a bit overweighed down with valuables.
Make a perception check as you are moving through this city.
That is a 23.
23. Yeah, you're able to find. There's so many people. There's a lot of people around that are just ripe enough for the picking.
Wonderful. He's not trying to get greedy necessarily. He's got a purse that's more full than it's used to being.
Yeah. Go ahead and
But
do
if one of those people lost an item or two,
Of course.
it wouldn't be so bad.
Make a sleight of hand check for me as you are finding the best purses to
It's going to be a 19.
19. Well done. Yeah, you within an hour of you guys kind of meandering through this place, you acquire, I'd say probably about 70 gold worth of items and purses pretty easily without much issue. You also pick up a couple of fun little trinkets. At one point, you grab somebody's bag, and it seems like they had just left a stall, and there are a myriad of different little treats in there. And so, yeah, you got a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Edibles.
Perfect.
I was thinking dog treats.
But yeah, as you guys are walking around, you can see there are criers calling out to draw people to their booths. There are creatures milling in and throughout this place. There are dragonflies bigger than you've ever seen before, buzzing overhead, and like people just like as these dragonflies are riding people around in like lazy circles in the air above the carnival. You can see genasi of different elements doing breathtaking acrobatics, breathing fire,
Earth, wind, and fire.
It's amazing to see, and all throughout it you can see there are individuals who are all dressed in the garish kind of reds and purples of most of the visage around here, but they seem to be keeping close eyes on things. So while this is a place of kind of just, anything goes, some things don't go because, and so just as you don't have to roll for it, but just know there's a certain degree of oversight being held on this place too. So
it's Santa Calgon.
Yeah, sure.
Are there some areas that are guarded more heavily, i.e. the carnival, or like Santa Calgon?
Yeah, do they have
the only place
metal
that would
detector
be,
for
the only place
knives
that
and
would be
stuff?
very obviously protected right now by not members of the carnival, but by Voxguard themselves, would be the central stage where most of the major celebrations and shows and anything of that sort are going to be held, which is held directly. It is a platform held up by some sort of like levitating magic, and it floats just above the river that surrounds the middle docks. So it is out on the river away from the crowd so the crowds can see it and slightly elevated. But currently it is tied to the docks itself. So it is accessible, but you can see there's a stanchion on it. There are these, there's a podium, and there are these tents that kind of hang to the sides of it, almost like like where the king and queen would sit during a jousting tournament. Very ostentatiously designed. Seems to be that very noble people will be there. And even so, as of right now, there is a smattering of individuals all kind of milling throughout there. It's large enough. I would say it's probably 30 to 40 yards long, and so there's already people on it. There seems to be some music playing, some refreshments being on, almost like a VIP section currently where that's all being taking place. But that is also going to be where the happenings are. But yeah, it's crazy up here. What do you guys want to do about it?
So you said that they're like anything goes, but like
within reason. It's so basically I'm letting you know that there are individuals keeping an eye out for troublemakers, but not obvious and not seemingly not even within the first few hours of you guys being here. You notice that there's fights that break out. There's there's every once in a while there's a pop of arcane magic somewhere, and nobody rushes in to like shut it down. But it's definitely most of it's harmless. So there is flexibility here, but there is also like the overarching, especially for all of you who are a little bit more shady, of like I just have to be careful.
Yeah. Do you see people talking like this the whole time?
No, the individuals that you notice who are kind of keeping eyes out. Make a perception check for me, actually, while you, if you want to.
17.
17. You notice something very interesting. All of them have, in some way, shape, or form, one eye that is a different color. And by a different color, the white is more of a blue.
That's not even heterochromia.
Mm-hmm.
It's the spice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
My son, my dune.
So what Connie's concerned about
Shatter.
is there's all these people from other places, pretty, they're pretty, what's the word for that? Exotic.
Oh, yeah.
And like this whole thing seems to have its own sort of culture.
Yeah.
Connie's concerned with not stepping outside of certain bounds, like going with the flow, like respecting the culture of this place. Is there anything that he would know about? This is everyone's first rodeo, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, no, oh, yeah, okay. You probably came as a kid, huh?
No, I just have a lot of experience with people of different cultures and ethnicities.
Oh, sorry. I meant specifically this festival. It's your first festival?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I've
Okay.
never been here before.
I mean, first one of these festivals. You seem like the kind of guy who kind of spends the summer, like, traveling to different festivals. Like, you know.
Like
You got your
nude
festi-
ones.
Yeah, nude ones or ones where it's like you're practically nude, but you got some fancy, like, paint on and stuff like that. You see, anyway.
Cool mask.
Yeah, he's just kind of concerned. He wants to make sure that, you know, the group is not drawing attention to themselves.
Sure.
Not going to step on any toes. Not going to wrong the wrong person.
Sure. I would say, yeah, just as a freebie, you don't have to really roll for that. The People's Celebration, which you've never been a part of, but you've spent your whole life very aware of, is the 3-day culmination of the celebration of prosperity, magic, and really just the enjoyment of life that Udal celebrates. This celebration has gone on at the end of every era, and at the third day, the culmination is is everyone gets together and less party atmosphere and more reverent. Everyone celebrates the passing of the spirit of the Vox Populi from one vessel to another vessel. It takes place in Alphada, so obviously you don't witness the change, but usually the head of the People's Church is the one that kind of leads that ceremony, and then after that it's just a night of just everyone go crazy, because the passing of the spirit represents the continued oversight and blessing of the Vox Populi to the land of Udal, which is why Udal has been such a vibrant, magical place, which is why the Fae can literally just walk through the plains and enter here and just have a day. You know that it's respect of the Vox Populi because it's their celebration. You know that because the Fae are here and it gets pretty crazy, so you can get away with quite a bit of stuff. It's the Fae. They do whatever they want. I mean, there are literally satyrs that are running around with flutes leading packs of neon rats through the streets.
They look so delicious.
And as Barrios finishes saying all of these things, he says, allegedly.
That's great. Who's in charge of this thing? Like who? There. I clocked the guys with the blue eyes too.
The
Like,
carnival,
who's
the
really
carnival
running
itself
this thing?
is, you would assume, whoever is the name of the Demetri's circus is what it's called. And so you would assume whoever this Demetri person is in charge of it. Being that you've never been to the celebration, you've never seen them, but stories have been told of the eccentric Fire Genasi who runs arguably one of the best carnivals in all of Tarun Mall. It is a traveling circus. It is here for the celebration. It has been the kind of the patron of the People's Celebration every year. And this year it has graced Eldamar, and it usually goes to whatever city fits its fancy. And this year it decided to come to, or this era, sorry, because it's every 22 years.
Yeah.
This era it decided to grace Eldamar. So it's more so than not, this is a big deal. It's like I'm trying to think of a big.
Stephen Curtis Chapman.
No,
It's sort of like the once in a cycle that the Super Bowl is played in your city.
correct.
Like you were
yeah.
going to celebrate the Super
It's like
Bowl
if the
anyway.
Olympics
The
came
Olympics,
to
yeah.
Kansas
Yeah.
City, and we also had like 3 athletes who were in Kansas City in the thing. Like there is.
So it's like Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce.
Yes.
almost to that level, yeah.
Getting bed bugs.
Almost to that level. So
That's what Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce meant?
No, but the Olympics in your city, that's what
yeah.
that brings.
As a master communicator, I would love to see this Demetri in action myself.
As would I. I'd love to meet the guy and thank him for gracing us with the benevolence of his party.
Are there any circus pamphlets about we've seen?
what's that?
Circus pamphlets.
And as you say that, someone walks by and yes, in fact, there's
They're
one
like
right here.
they're littering the ground. Seriously, it's like those hooker carts in Vegas.
pamphlets.
Like people are just flicking them at you.
What?
I don't want a grimy one.
Out of
Gross.
curiosity, what is a
Clean
what is
circus
a,
pamphlet.
a circus pamphlet?
Yeah, is there any Demetri lore?
You know, like when you go
Like,
to the Renaissance
in publication?
Festival,
There's
they-
someone that's opening
You want
for
a
Demetri
map
that's got
that
to sell a
like
bunch
shows
of
when
you
you-
everything
it's like
is?
when you go to Branson
So
and there's
those
like
are
thing that just has a
those are
brochure about
found
it.
Yeah.
in the air as origami butterflies that kind of flit throughout the place, and you can just grab one, look at it, and then when you let it go, it folds back into the butterfly and continues.
By the
Its
time
on
you
its
get
journey.
That's
down to me, they're
unsanitary.
mobs. It's gross.
Comes out of the air. How does it have a
Origami
"You are
butterfly
here"
would be a great
location on
band.
it? How did it know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
there anything with Demetri
What if that was the
lore on
wrong
it?
mall?
I mean, there are
all
shows going
randomly
on
have You Are Here
all the
on.
time. There are games being played. Apparently there's a giant race with giant snails happening at some point. So
Hey,
yeah,
you
it's-
could be faster than a giant snail, kid.
I think most of the time I am faster than snails.
Wait, do you race against the giant snails?
Is it a race or is it a reenactment of the film Turbo?
both actually. There is the reenactment across the water, and then the race on the other side.
Are
So
these like
it's-
the giant snails from Neverending Story?
yes,
Giant racing snails?
yes,
I'm very curious about this. I don't recall this.
What?
but
These
yeah,
kids.
it's
Introduced at the same time as you had the rock giant.
Demetri.
Yeah.
This is not my first roundabout with the Vox Populi and the passing and the festival and all. I was a kiddo the last
Okay.
time it happened. Is Demetri a wizard?
no.
Okay, just curious.
Not that you know
The
of.
guy who plays the Oompa Loompas in Willy Wonka is writing
It's
it.
the highest snail I've ever seen.
These hands. You remember that? It's so sad.
No.
Never ending stories.
So snail race.
The
What's that about?
scariest.
It's all kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff going on.
Are snails? Are there different? I've only ever seen little snails. I didn't know they could be big.
Hey, that's good eating.
You eat snails?
The little ones. Well, they're
I mean,
not,
I've-
not like really tiny.
William eats snails occasionally, and I keep telling him not to. But do you just pick them up off the ground and eat them like he does?
No, that was
That's
a
how
good
you
one.
get diseases.
No, you serious? No, yeah, he could die.
I've tried to tell him not to.
Maybe sweep his mouth the next time he does it.
Yeah, you're gonna either need to convince him not to do that, or just be watching him all the time because wait, he's kind of slow, huh? Because that would be because
No,
of the
he's just-
snails,
he's-
brain parasites.
How old is he? He's
How
probably
old?
only like 9 years old.
He's 25.
Well, he's an elf, so maybe he is. I don't know how that works.
Wow. Yeah.
He's a tiny elf boy that has brain parasites. Oh my god, the lore is writing itself. All right, so what you guys will do? Games, snail race, find Demetri. What do you want to do?
I'm up for the snail race.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the show.
Okay.
Is Demetri gonna be at the snail race?
That's true. I don't want to go see a second-rate Demetri or an opener.
I'd
like to see the main.
You have to go find. It's whatever you guys want to do. You can talk about it all
Listen,
night. Or
wait.
you can go do something.
Let's go to the race.
Is there
We
like
got
a,
all
I
day.
think they're about to close the circus.
He said we could do whatever we
one
want.
Of these things.
Is
That
there
voice
like
in our
a
head.
food booth somewhere?
Yeah.
Now
where
you want to go
pick up like some salt packets?
Salt packets.
You can only buy them in packs of 1,000. So
There's like
Only deploy them all
that's
the
how
way.
many he wants. But there's a
I
magical
mean, yeah, you can
anti-salt
find
field around.
you can find like
Around the
you can
snail
find you can get a bag of salt
Don't.
for like a copper or something like
Don't.
that.
Okay.
All right.
My God.
Yeah.
Just
all right,
Yeah.
I guess we're going
Do
to
you-
the snail race.
Just curious.
All right, so I'll just go ahead and delete that list of foods I made for this thing. All right, so moving
Hey,
on
hey,
to
We can
if
eat
we're- if
later.
we're
I'm
at
just
the
not
food-
hungry yet. I'm just not hungry right now.
Zook, we're gonna leave you at the tap tent. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, I'd be happy about that. Thanks. Goodbye.
Gonna drink ales and read books.
Turtle
We'll find them
soup.
in this spot in 22 hours.
I want to do that in real life.
Tortellini.
Tordale.
Turtle soup.
Tordale?
for the soul.
Tordale.
Tordale.
all right, so
We gotta get into this.
moving to
He seems more like a mead guy, not an ale
moving
guy.
through the carnival. There is an area of
Riboki guy.
one of the larger roads leading through the city that has been seemingly pushed. Everything's coming cleared for what looks to be this magnificent race that is about to happen. And you look at it, and
Wait,
they're
it's straight,
Oh no, it's just like F1.
or is it a circle track?
it's a circuit.
Oh, okay.
So there is. Let me make sure I have everything here.
It's just like what
Sorry, guys, I'm
F1
just
did
trying
to
to make
Las Vegas.
So
Just like
you look, and there are at this point there are 8 snails lined up on the road as you guys come up, and you can see these snails are about 5 foot tall. Their shells are about 5 foot tall. Each shell is covered in glorious graffiti, and these snails, while looking like a snail would, their eyes have a strange kind of humanness to them. It's a little off-putting. And interestingly, a couple of them have cartoon-size lashes on their eyes.
Get your man.
when they blink, do they go like
The girl snails.
They flutter. They
Yeah, they do.
Does one say chasing snail and raising hail?
The one with flames on it does.
Yeah.
But there's 8.
Gray snail.
There are 8 snails.
Snail Earnhardt Jr.
They
got
all have
there.
saddles strapped to the top of their shells. And there are, like I said, there are 8 of them, and people are already lining up to hop on. But you can hear as you come up, a crier is calling out, is like, "Come race the snails! See if you win grand prizes for the winner of the
I think I can
circuit!"
do it. I'm small enough. I've
Alright,
never
guys.
been a jockey before, but I think I'd be light enough to
We've
get
got an active participant here.
All right, come on up.
Wait.
Oh wait, before you go, and I'm gonna I'm gonna cast enhance ability on you.
Yeah.
On our jockey. And give you advantage on
Land
wisdom
vehicles.
checks.
Wisdom.
For example, animal handling.
Okay.
And land vehicles.
I would also. Can I submit my own snail
Gross.
using the 3rd level Phantom Steed spell?
Yeah.
A large quasi-real horse-like creature appears on the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice within range. You decide the creature's appearance, but it is equipped with a saddle, bit, and bridle. Any of the equipment, So, can ride the steed. Creature uses statistics for a riding horse, except it has a speed of 100 feet and can travel 10 miles in an hour or 13 miles at a fast pace.
Can you make him roll for the quality of his creation? So, because it might be like a quasi-horse-like creature that's not fully formed and just lies there pathetically.
What if it's a slug? Like he misses the
Sorry.
show entirely.
But
Like,
someone still has to ride it.
Yeah, you're the one riding it. I'm creating your snail.
Oh, what?
No.
Yep.
I was just gonna get one of the stock snails.
Nope, the Intimidator's all yours.
I mean, if
Okay.
you can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, I cast
Yeah,
Phantom
So
Steed.
you walk up and you say you have your own ride.
No, I say my friend here has a ride that she brought with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I cast Phantom Steed.
Okay.
Can I use Flurry of Blows to help too?
Yeah, go for it. So the snail appears, and the guy looks at it and goes, "Huh. All right, well, anything goes, I guess. Come on in." And so they throw now 9 snails into the. So yeah,
Is there
scroll the
room
8th.
for that?
There is now.
So these are like large snails,
Yeah.
right? All right.
They're 5-foot snails.
Yeah.
Hey, Connie. You want to make some money?
Yeah. What do you got in mind?
Well, I'm kind of thinking about maybe you go put some money down on our friend's snail over here, and then I'll get in a disguise that might look like maybe I don't know, like a snail pre-race hydration guy, and I'll give our snail some regular water and give the other one some salt water. And then we win some money.
Talk about consume me from the inside
I'm gonna
out.
pretend like I didn't hear a word you said,
You're not
and I'm
dead,
gonna
you're
go place a bet on our friends over there.
All right.
Name is Snell Webb.
Snail web.
Yes!
Yeah, you get inspiration for that one.
1,000 gold.
Um,
I'm
All right.
betting. No,
So
All right, so I'm gonna go.
I assume we have the longest odds for our new entry. That is.
whatever you want to do, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I imagine if you walked up to the betting counter and you said, "This is the one that isn't entered in this race, I think that one's going to win."
Yeah.
They'd have to give you some pretty good odds for that.
Yeah, pretty good odds for that.
Yeah, what are the odds for Snell Web?
100 to 1.
Frantically adding
10
Snell
gold.
Web to the board.
100 to
gold.
1. I'm throwing 50 gold on 100 to 1 odds for Snell.
Yeah, why don't we just do one big pot, and then the more that we wager, the more that we make.
Yeah, we'll lose.
That is usually how betting
You
works.
always have to understand, there's no such thing as a sure thing.
Not necessarily. See, we put all of our funds into one large pot, and then I withdraw a tithe from that pot, and then we bet the other 90% on Snell Web.
Yeah. I'm good.
I will be contributing 1 gold to the pot.
So, 51 is
Yes, minus the
I'm
5 gold
I'm
tithe,
gonna
that's
contribute
46.
50. I mean, I gotta put my money where my small mouth
Is
is.
this considered a construct? What is?
What are you talking like that for?
Let me think.
All right, so... All right.
Never mind.
Snell Web. Snell Web is 5 to
It's an
1.
illusion?
5 to 1 odds.
5 to 1.
It's a creature. It's a creature.
What? Have you raced Snell before? They seem to, like, favor...
Well, you see, I shouldn't have put flames on the sides of the shell. She looks faster than the other
She
one.
just looks very fast.
Okay,
That's
5
what
to
the-
1. That's good. Well, 101 gold. Anyone else want in on this bet?
I'll add 49 more. You've twisted my arm.
It's 150 gold now.
150.
also got 10,000 in my son's college
No.
fund. I would love to bet on
Degenerate gamblers. Well,
Instantly.
that's not a very round number.
That would
Here's
net you
another 50
750 if she wins.
I'm gonna add another 50. We'll make it 200.
Okay.
Just get it to a nice round 1,000.
I'm telling you, Zook comes
Yeah.
up fresh off of sending a message spelled to his wife that they're going to pay the house off. And he puts their entire savings on Snell
And he's looking
Web.
looking
right.
manic as hell, too. He's
It's,
Oh, yeah,
it's
like
Bitcoin
had
in
it.
2021. He's like, this is going to do it.
Yep.
And
All
he
right.
would have been right.
I don't know why I'm asking this, but is anyone else gonna race, or is it just Nell?
Wait, we really can
If
get
I
on
could
these
fit
horses?
on a snail,
Yes.
it would
Yes,
be
you can.
all over.
Oh my
it.
gosh,
just
we can
be
just
like-
take out the other snails.
What does it cost to get on one of these horses?
It's free.
I'm in as well.
All right.
Yeah, we can
Cassius, are
intentionally
you just watching?
try
I don't
really
think I'm gonna
hard.
fit on a snail.
I'm going to
so-
try my hardest not to
do you
crash
say that
into
out
any
loud?
other snails.
Yes. I don't think I'll fit on a
The
snail.
guy with the guy who's been like calling people over just looks at you and goes, "Buddy, it's the people's celebration. Anything goes." And he smacks his hands together. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh boy. He's about to turn you into a real boy.
3.
Yeah, you failed. There is a of purple smoke, and you all look. Kestis is standing there. Human.
Oh, still no pants?
No, he's got pants.
Does he look
Hey,
good like
thank
this, or is it
No,
like?
but here's where the weird part is.
Yeah.
There's also a horse with an uncanny resemblance to Kestis looking at him.
We're just staring at each other.
It only lasts a few minutes. Hop on. He
Whoa.
picks you up and sets you on the snail. The horse just sits there and paws the ground a few times and just like looks worried. But yeah, you are now sitting on the snail. All right, so
what's that like existentially for Kestis?
we're gonna get into that here at some point.
Is the snail my bottom half now?
All right, so
You all are
There
acutely
are-
aware of an itch in your lower back that you can't get anymore because you don't have a tail now?
And you know for certain you have 2 kidneys.
So are the legs like are they the legs
shit
that should match his body, or is it like
Some other legs.
He's
Because
got
that'd
the
be so
Bowie
great if
back
it's like
horse
a
legs.
one size fits all legs. Just
Oh yeah, what if you have like shitty like bow-legged?
no, they're normal.
That's what I
normal
need
legs.
to ride a snail.
All right,
is he tall like that?
I'm going to name off the snails, and you call dibs on the ones you want to ride. Okay, we have obviously Snell Web.
Hell yeah.
We have
Snail
we have the pink shell snail, Shelly Moo. We have the blue shell snail, Nimblefoot. The purple snail, High Road. The green snail, Quickleaf. The yellow snail, Flower Flash. The orange snail, Wizzy.
These are so good.
The red snail, Breakneck. And the black snail, Queen's Majesty.
On
You
Flower
ready to
Flash.
do this?
Flower Flash.
On
all right.
3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Red
Wizzy.
snail. Isn't Wizzy the red snail?
Wizzy's orange. Breakneck is red.
Oh, okay, we were so close. I'll take the orange. That's fine.
Wait a second. So what are we putting all the money on? You guys are all racing, and I'm literally sitting here like the point is to have one running and rig it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Our job is to win the race and also make sure none of the other snails get injured during the race.
You could ride too, Wyatt.
I've never had toast before.
Or you could do whatever you thought you were going to do at first.
Just don't hydrate the orange or red snails.
I still need to know which one to put the proverbial money on.
Jesus Christ.
Because you guys are both in a race.
We already put the money on Snow.
I have a beautiful
Okay,
bond with
then.
Snow Web. just snail and girl.
What sound does a
Just a
braying
girl and her
snail
snail.
make? What sound does a braying snail make? Like this snail is in the chute waiting for the gate to go.
Okay,
down.
everybody, we all do our best snail braying.
Okay. It's the worst audio ever recorded.
That's a braying snail. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you do anything.
Because I was enjoying watching everything that was going on at the table.
Good snail, man.
That one was definitely the most
kind of this
disgusting.
rolling flubber noise.
All right, so are you guys ready?
Yep.
As the rest of the snails are quickly filled by other people in the crowd, everyone gathers on. The announcer kind of steps in front and goes, "All right, follow the white flags back to here 1 second. The winner gets a prize. On your mark, get set."
Wait. There's not been any sort of hydration for these poor animals.
And I'm just going to like saunter out there with like bottles and just like, wait.
Make a
I'm going
deception.
to-
Make a deception check.
Well, remember, I have proficiency in a disguise kit and a poisoner's kit.
Which means he succeeds.
Make a. I'll let you
Welcome
choose.
to learning
I'll
how
let
to
you
play
choose
Dungeons and
deception
Dragons.
or performance to see if you can convince this fey creature that you mean what his creatures no harm.
Oh boy.
You said deception.
Deception
or
or performance. I'll let you choose.
Yikes.
that would be a 10.
He lets you do it.
Nope. Here you go.
So
I have bottles with some with a lot of salt in
Okay.
it and some with no salt in it.
okay.
This is how Gary was invented.
I need you, because there are 9 bottles in your hands now. I need you to roll.
Not necessarily. I'm going to give a drink out of some, drink out of some.
So you're going to specifically go for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. So you're
I
going to
got
like
two.
have.
I'm just double fisting water bottles, 2 at a time.
They're
I'm trying
not.
to get this
You're gonna
done so the race can start.
Poison about half the snails.
All right. On your mark. Get set.
I'm literally poisoning though everyone except for the ones that my fellow mates are on.
But he's saying that as Wyatt out loud to us while we're on this.
Duly noted.
I'm just poisoning the
I'm
other
not actually
one.
saying
That's
that out
fine
loud.
with me.
I'm just letting it be known before all of a sudden we get to the end of this and they're like, well, you just poisoned everybody because you didn't stipulate.
All right. Bang! The race goes off. So this is a very simple race. There are 4 rounds. Each snail moves at 100 feet per second. This
Per
race is-
second?
per round. Sorry,
100 feet per second.
100 feet per
That's
second.
still very fast.
They move 100 feet
bullet.
per round. It's 4 rounds because it's a 400-foot track. It's just zoom and back. There are 4 rounds. Each is an even match for all the snails. None are faster or slower unless something happens. So here is how we do this. At the beginning of the round, which is the start, each of you are going to roll a DC 12 animal handling check. On a successful check, your snail will move an additional 10 feet or 20 feet if you succeed by 5 or more. If you fail by 5 or more, it is minus 10, minus 20, respectively. Then at the top of each round, there are surprises that will either hurt or help your snail.
Can we cast spells?
You can certainly try.
Okay, go over to the okay. So it's a DC 12 animal handling check. And what happens? We succeed.
If you succeed, your snail's speed increases by either 10 feet or 20 feet, depending on the how well you roll.
5 and under 10. Or 15 and under 10, 16 and over
A
20.
12 to 17, or a 12 to 16 is 10 feet. A 17 and above is 20 feet.
Okay.
A
Like 11.
an 8 is negative 10 feet. A 7 or below is
Got it.
negative 20 feet.
Is it rollies time?
Everyone rolls, and let me know so we can be. All right, so I'm going to roll
Everyone
2. Everyone
on?
rolls a animal handling check.
Like as in everyone on a snail?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2.
I like to give inspiration to my snail because it said it's a creature in the description.
It is a creature.
And as a bonus action, a creature other than you
That's a D12.
that can hear me can gain inspiration. So I'd like to give inspiration to my snail. For each round, I'm using all 4 fucking inspirations. Yeah.
Also, I'm going to cast a spell after
Okay.
this. Or try
While
to.
they're doing this,
Wow.
Wyatt's gonna go change back into out of his
Sure.
disguise and into
Easy
his clothes.
enough, yeah.
Bingo.
You can use one.
Damn.
All right, so
This one better.
you are roll. Okay, so let's go ahead and go around the table. We'll start with Nell.
An 11.
11.
Yeah.
That's a fail. The DC is 12.
That's really rude. I did everything I could.
Hey,
All right.
listen, kid, don't worry. You're doing great.
As you're zooming ahead of me. I think I have advantage because I'm so
No,
light.
I'm right next to you.
You have advantage because of the spell I cast on you.
Oh, wait.
You have wisdom advantage
Oh,
on
okay,
animal
well-
handling checks.
Then I will not have burnt that inspiration. Or should I just go ahead and burn
Do it.
that
Do it.
inspiration?
F it.
Okay,
F
okay,
it.
okay.
Get a lead. Let them know who they're messing with.
Oh, that's much, much better. 24.
Yeah, that's a success.
So I yell it at the back of your head. You're doing great, kid.
Okay.
Get rid of that inspiration. Ta-da. I will let it know I've been cutting this whole time as soon as I learned that it was snail races.
Anybody fail?
I rolled a 3, and I would like to cast a spell as a result.
What is that spell?
I would like to subtly cast blindness, deafness on the whichever one is making the most ground of the group.
That would be Nell's.
No, I mean beside. Obviously, I'm
Okay.
not trying to stop Nell.
I
the one that is
also rolled a
behind.
24. So second is me.
So Kestis is in second.
Okay, so third, whichever one's not a member of our party, I'm gonna try and cast blindness, deafness. on.
What do I make a roll? Does it just happen? What's the deal? here?
Yeah, Constitution save of 15.
That's now rolled a nat 20.
Whoa.
Okay, right on.
Resilient snail.
That's a very resilient
Truly.
snail.
That's my good band name, Resilient Snail.
Resilient
Ooh.
snail. That's a pretty decent
Okay,
one.
so
Hopefully, most of the ones that your friend tried to eat were resilient snails.
Nell and Kestis are now at 120.
You guys are flying. Also, I plan on
You
burning
rolled
every
a 3, so you are 80.
Nice.
And Connie,
10.
10 total.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose 10 feet, so you are at 90. And then there are a couple more that made, so a couple of them got to 3 and 4. So that one gets, that one's at, okay, so it's pretty neck and neck, but Kessis and Snelly and Flash are ahead.
So ever the consummate performer and gracious guest. Although he's definitely not trying to beat Snell and Nell them.
Nailed it.
He wants this to be a good show for the audience and for the purveyor of this sport, and so he's doing his best, acrobatics on Snailback, like dropping off to the side, jumping back
I
up.
just imagine like a pommel horse. You're
Yeah.
just like,
Oh,
your legs.
exactly. He's
Like a
just
court jester?
all over the place. Yeah, just
Well done. Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
No checks for that?
That
Just-
seems like a
just
dex
happens.
check to
All
me.
right.
Make a dex check.
Seems
Why
like a
not?
I mean, you're a monk, so you might as well.
I don't feel like I should have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, your snail is going slow.
12. 12.
12? Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's my first
The
pass.
Russian
I'll
judge
get
gives you
better
a lower score, but everyone else gives you.
All right, top of this round.
I
Next
belong
round,
here. I'm not going to win.
the
but I belong.
surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
A surprise for me.
It's
Okay.
the speed
So
strip
as you
from
guys are
Mario Kart.
rushing through, the crowds are cheering, crazy stuff. People are waving and stuff like that. Up in the top of one of the windows, though, somebody is waving frantically, and their basket of vegetables is precariously perched on their windowsill. A head of cabbage falls out, hits the ground, and one snail
Oh no.
goes for it.
Who's snail?
Rogue snail. I like this.
It's none of you guys. A spectator, one of the other snails, stops and eats.
What a clown.
And he starts eating it, and the guy on him is like, "No, Queen's Majesty, what are you doing?" And he's like trying to get it to
Queen's
go.
Majesty.
and you hear, my cabbages!
Yeah, you hear that. All right.
While
top
you
of the
guys see this, you guys are racing and you look over, and for some reason, Wyatt has now has his shirt off and a little bit of face paint. He's just like,
And stands
Yelling indiscriminately for
just trying to blend in.
He's just got snail painted on his
rounding the corner and heading down another side road. It is now time for the next animal handling checks. Go ahead and roll.
You still have advantage now.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I have the feet for
We're
that.
going to use inspiration this round as well for this snail. Okay.
Yep. Magical guidance it is.
Out of curiosity, how are you using inspiration?
Oh, I'm saying, you're the best snail that's ever existed.
No. Mechanically speaking, because it's you rolling the animal handling check, and you cannot inspire yourself.
I'm inspiring the creature.
Who's not making a roll?
I think he is by
He's
proxy.
definitely not making a roll.
Calvin, I need this.
Proxy.
Really don't.
Proxy.
Calvin, please, I need this.
It's too late. It's been happening.
Yeah, she already
only
did it
done
once.
one
Keep it
round.
going.
Alright.
Keep it going.
All right, 15.
All right, that's a success.
16.
16 is also a success. So
I'm not trying to win. I just can't help it. I'm
220.
very fast.
Castus is also at 220. Barrios.
A 3.
Okay.
So what I would like to do is again burn
3
another sorcery point. Oh no, sorry, this one was an 11, not a 3. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking at third level spells.
Still fail, but
I'm going to antagonize whichever non-best friendly snail is near me.
explain that to me.
So basically, I'm going to red shell one of them. You whisper magical words that antagonize one creature of your choice within range. Target must make a wisdom save of 15. Or take 4d4 psychic damage and immediately use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice.
You're
Okay.
gonna melee attack in a race?
Please roll 4d4 psychic damage.
No, you can provoke whoever is the target to make a melee attack. So
Okay.
if it was on a snail, snails could be...
So snail number 1 has a blowout and it takes 11 points of psychic damage. And then the next nearest snail that is not a member of my party to it, it has to just ram into the wall. Just trade paint all up and down that wall.
You know how many points Snail has?
I'm guessing 1 probably.
Like 11.
No, 22. So you're good. Yeah,
I do it
twice. So the snails collide with each other, causing two of them, causing Shelly Moo and Hyro to immediately crash into each
Sparks
other
fly.
and just run into a wall. People go, ooh! But the race continues on.
Are there commentators like in the pod race from episode 1?
You can
Now
kind of hear
this
them.
is pod
Yeah,
racing.
You can kind of,
That's what I'm talking about. Robin's racing.
It's Skywalker! As all right, so you are now at
Greg Proops in the
160.
stands.
Connie, what'd you roll?
11.
11, so that is also a fail. So you are now at... No, you rolled an 11, so that's only 10. So you're at 70. And you are now at 180 on Wizzy.
So, having noticed the cabbage incident, Connie's going to cast minor illusion to create more cabbages
So many cabbages.
near hopefully within the eyesight of any of the, well, one of, it's a very limited spell, one of the other faster non-Nell, non.
I like at least.
I mean, I don't even care. It could be, if Kestis is neck and neck with Nell, it can be Kestis.
I like that Kestis is oblivious to the fact that he's going to lose 50 gold if he wins, but he's got human legs, and he's like, oh my god.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Right.
This is very confusing.
Yeah, frankly, maybe it should be Kestis's.
We've got 2 more rounds.
Okay.
He can get it together.
Yeah, so you go ahead and cast the illusion. The snail is not smart enough to figure out what it is, and loses 40 feet to that one as well. All right, end of that. It is now the next turn.
How close is the snail number 3?
Sail number 3 to you guys?
Yeah, are we
200. So 20 feet behind you.
Okay, just for the sake of.
Yep, 200 feet.
So now, hey, they have 22 hit points. Jump off of your snail and flurry of blows one of these things.
Just.
And I will just say.
Currently, there are only 2 in
Connie's
contention
not
with you
going
guys, given that the other ones have been sidetracked. So there's now only 2 in contention with you 2 that are further up.
I didn't target him. I targeted someone else. That's okay.
You
I
did.
got
Also,
more.
has anything started to happen with the salt that I fed these bad boys? Are some of them starting to turn pruny and wither?
It's cute you think that fey snails are have anything to do with
Wait,
salt.
did you use face salt?
Come on.
Fnault.
Listen,
We'll see.
We'll
see.
He's Mr. Miyagiing you, dude.
We'll see. All right, so
about to
end
wax
of that.
on,
It is
wax
now
on.
the
You're going to be
next-
better in the long run for
Surprise
all
round.
of this hard work.
Mystery.
The surprise round is 7. Oh, okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt walks onto the track.
5? Who's number 5? Oh,
Do you have a
Kestis.
table within a table?
I do. Kestis, you astride Flower Flash.
Of course.
As you are rounding the corner, you see a bunch of kids are up on like a banister across the street and are yeeting petals everywhere. And you see for a moment, Flower Flash just kind of looks at him as there's like a in their eyes as they pick up a burst of speed and gain an extra 20
Moav.
feet on that round. So yeah, you gain an extra 20 feet. So 240 now. All right, third round. We come around the third and final, the second to last corner. Go ahead and roll your animal handling checks, por favor.
They're making another left turn.
This is the right turn, actually.
They're making a right turn.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Sweet. Let's go.
All right, what spell do I want to use this time?
Menace.
All right, Kestis.
17.
17. Very good. So you will move an additional 100 feet.
Hot dang.
I'm very fast.
340. All right, so you are in the lead currently, but there is still a additional snail 20 feet behind you.
Okay.
We'll see where Nell's at when it comes to this. Nell,
19.
19. So you get the additional. So you are now at additional 20 feet. So that puts you at 340 feet.
Where's that compared to Kestis?
She's now neck and neck with Kestis because she rolled 19, which is better than 19. All right, Barrios.
I rolled a 6 and questioned.
Uh-huh.
If I were to cast a spell on someone who has been affected by, I would assume to be magic,
Yeah.
and dispel said magic,
Uh-huh.
is Kestis within 120 feet of me?
You rolled a how much?
6.
A 6. So you lose 20 feet on that round, which puts you at
that's a
80
great-
plus 170 gets
really
you 250. Right?
Yep.
170 plus
like
80 puts you at 250.
90
So Kestis, and I have this in numbers, Kestis is at 340. You are at 250. So he is 90 feet away.
Boom. Yeah, I'm going to try and dispel magic and turn him back to a horse, thus doubling his weight and really ladening down his snail. Hopefully
snail.
giving Snail the opportunity to just come right around the outside.
Oh no, I just thought of something. The horse half is way back
what's gonna
there.
happen to the
What
horse
if they join in between the spaces? And you've just lightened the... Oh, but he's going to cross without his jockey. So,
What if
okay,
he
we're good.
absorbs and he's like 25% snail?
All right, so you cast Dispel Magic.
Yes.
What is the... You need to roll an Arcana for this.
What level spell was it?
If from here
the level?
a centaur,
Yes.
but
It was a-
instead of horse
It was a
bottom,
6th level
snail
spell.
bottom.
Okay, thank you.
So you need to roll a 16.
So an Arcana check?
Yeah, Arcana.
It's an 18.
18, yeah. So you cast Dispel Magic, and as you do, you watch as the purple smoke appears around Kess's legs, and his legs are now horse, but it's only 2 of them. And the rest of him is, and he also has a very oddly shaped rump that is slowly growing. So it's gonna take a few seconds to get there, but it's happening. So it could have an adverse effect. But yeah,
He's doing
well
squats
done,
in real time.
well done.
So
Okay, so Connie, what'd you roll?
gross. 14.
14. So you succeed. So you get the straight 100.
Why does everyone think they can mess with my body?
So you're at 280 now. All right, third. Oh no, third roll of the.
I want to do
surprise.
more bad things though.
What do you want to do?
Do your dance.
I want to cast again the what is it called? Minor illusion. Except this time, I'm going to cast the sound of a really, really large crow behind Snell to kind of motivate from fear.
That's
That's
really
what I'm
good.
trying for.
That's
That's
really,
great.
really good.
That's really good.
You are at 280. She's at 340.
That math doesn't work.
No, it does not work.
What's the range on a minor illusion?
30.
30. My question, what is the range that really loud noise could be heard?
It is thunderous. Some have said the sound of a crow via minor illusion.
A minor illusion.
Then
is a gross sound.
then all the snails have to roll to see if their
If they're scared.
wisdom.
Yeah, actually, all the snails get that boost. All the snails in front of you.
Everyone's
Oh, they don't
terrified.
have to roll to see if they're
I just
actually
rolled.
afraid. Oh, they all.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone. Well, I'm
All of them
further
get an
behind.
additional 10
They
feet.
all simultaneously
They all
hear
get an
And
additional
now-
10 feet.
crow's
Now I
graces.
am alone on the stage, just like I like. Haha, everyone is paying attention to me
All right.
back here.
End of that surprise round. One random snail
I'm
gets
like
a stitch.
The drunk uncle walking up behind the parade, like still dancing.
Nope, none of you. All right. The one that was closest to you, Kestis, loses 30 feet because of a stitch.
I think Kestis was about to get it together and start helping,
Yeah.
but now he's like a third horse from
Yeah,
what he's used
it's
to,
a
and so
weird
he's very
sensation.
confused and is no longer going to remember to cast haste on Nell's snail.
Shelly Moo Shelly Moo falls back, so you are now still neck and neck with Nell.
The balance is all
final,
wrong.
the final turn. You're heading to the finish line. The crowd goes wild. Ah! Roll your animal handling checks.
Wyatt is doubling down and cracks 2 Feywisers and just cracks them together and is like,
Fey-wise. Wow. He's having a good time.
18.
Can you? Okay.
18.
18.
That is a success. That is more than 12, which means you do get the additional 20 feet. Kestis.
14. Oh, that's
Interesting. It's the worst I can roll without a natural one. It's an 11.
11. And 11 is a failure, which means you lose. Which means
We're millionaires.
Snell and Snelly.
Snell.
No, it's
Nell-
Nell on a
Nell and
snell.
Snell.
It's Nell on a
Snell.
snell.
Snell and
Nell
Nell cross
raised
the finish
Snell.
line in first place. The crowd goes wild. You've won the race. Congratulations.
I rolled an 18 that time.
Yeah, you weren't. All right, so you cross the finish line, and the announcer walks up to you and says, "Congratulations, you did it!" And he reaches into a pocket and pulls out a bottle and hands it to you. Your prize.
Thank you. Did anybody get me a wreath of flowers?
He snaps his fingers.
minor illusion.
Flowers appear around both you and Snell. Immediately gets run into by Flower Flash as it is just enamored with the flowers. It's crazy. It's chaos.
What is the bottle?
You gain a potion of advantage.
What does that do?
And you get it and find out.
The
Okay.
advantage for 24 hours on every roll you make.
Drink
Every single one. Kestis, you get a consolation prize. You are given a magic wand. This wand allows you to cast dancing lights one time.
So you got.
That's like what you
got
want
a
from the
sparkler.
circus when you're a kid. You know, the wand that lights up when you. Yeah.
That's great.
And then
Also-
it's
Disney makes a
broken by the
killing off
time.
those
Yeah,
things.
broken
Absolutely.
By the time you take it back to your
Absolutely.
How
room.
long do you think that race took? Like 3 minutes?
Oh, not even.
Okay, then she's got 57 plus more minutes of Phantom Steed
I'm
that she
never
can just do
gonna leave.
victory
Which
laps.
also means
No.
57 plus more minutes of advantage on wisdom checks.
Hey, are you gonna tell her that snail's gonna disappear?
Oh, Snell, get off of that in 45.
I'm also gonna sort of it was the proprietor of this race
Uh-huh.
that magicked me.
Yeah.
And now I'm still sort of like a little bit hoarse.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna. Is this what I am now?
That'll wear off in about 2 minutes.
Horse
Why-
legs are not
why-
designed for only two.
Anyone else tempted to just give him a little shove?
As they cross the finish line, Wyatt, you watch as a bunch of snails cross the finish line and look pale. And a couple of the, it looks like goblins just run up and start looking at him, and you hear someone go, "Someone gave them salt."
I mean, it's not me. I'm over here. I'm over here Feywisered out.
Meanwhile, the announcer goes, "There was someone feeding him water to begin with. Spread out and find him!" And the goblins immediately disband into the crowd.
I actually make my way over to the group and I look just like normal Wyatt, not like anything that happened in the stands at all.
You know,
I'm
just like
back
a
and I'm
normal
just like,
rabbit
He's
with
just
giant
like,
Yeah,
ears.
nice job, guys. Nice
First
job.
time
Guys.
anyone he's
Good one.
seen him
Good
look
one.
like
Good one.
All right.
that. And then Connie comes riding up, standing in the saddle.
Everyone is, you arrive, not in last place, but you arrive shortly after.
So loud.
Who did come in last place?
Last place was
One of those other idiot snails.
Yeah.
Actually, last place was Queen's Majesty because of the
eating cabbage the
cabbage
whole time.
and the one of you cast a spell that slowed them down. So
Oh, she's trading paint on the wall.
yeah, so Queen's Majesty came in last place, unfortunately. But
Does she look like she's okay with her performance?
the snail looks. The snail doesn't look like it has any emotion.
Snail's like happy. It just
Her
had a
trainer's
Trainer's
snap.
walking
walking
race.
up to her with a shotgun.
The individual who gets off is just like,
Assault shot.
every year I do this, and every year I can't seem to win. And they walk away dejected. So, well done. You've crushed a small child's dreams.
No,
I've been waiting 23
That was a small
years to get
child's
on one of
voice?
these
No.
snails.
Bro, every year.
It's a Goliath.
I've been trying
Absolute-
so fucking hard
No.
to ride this fucking snail.
I trained 21 years for this, and I failed.
No.
My
No.
family will disown me now as they walk away.
Connie
Congratulations.
100% is not letting that happen. He's
Nope,
gonna
it
go
happens.
over there and get, no.
It happens. Nope, that's what you guys
He-
did.
he-
You
he
reap
got-
the
has to
consequence,
be-
bitches.
Tries
This is the truth.
to-
This is the truth of the matter.
well, Connie tries to go up to him and give him one of those Rocky style like
Trying
Yeah,
to
and
speeches,
he
but
looks.
he's
He's
like,
on the grave of my father. By the time my life is
I
over,
swore to my
your
mother-
house will be in ruins.
I swore to my mother on her deathbed.
You just created a mortal enemy.
"Ow."
If you do better, you'll be better.
Now you've created a mortal
Listen, by
enemy.
the next time this one comes around, you'll have 22 more years to practice. You'll be 68, but
You'll be fine.
you'll
All
be
right.
great.
Spry, just a spry
just-
How much is
68.
the-
Cut, wait till then.
earnings?
Collect my winnings.
The money?
750 gold.
No, it was 1,000. We put
My last 50
Yeah.
so we had 200.
to
Yeah,
1,000.
1,000 gold.
But
So then
spread,
we all-
spread
so-
out amongst the people who bet on the event.
Guys, 23 years from now, when we've all made 1,000,000 gold, we flip that into.
We do snail racing again.
Yeah, we put all our millions on a
Yep.
snail race.
On the snail race.
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong?
That is actually,
But-
that is what you wrote for the ending of this whole campaign, right?
And we'll be level 17 by then, so we'll just teleport the other snails to the 9 hells.
A plane shift 8 snails.
Wait, won't they go back to the Feywild?
to Mechanus?
thing.
I like the idea that
Plot
that
twist.
We
I'm not
just
banishing them.
for the next 22
Plane
years,
shift.
we become obsessed with like money and control,
Optimizing
and
a
fucking
snail.
things up,
Yep,
fucking up the fun that other people have put together. For
Oh
us.
no, we basically sell Mary Kay.
If we start selectively breeding our snails now, I'm sure by the time it comes around, we could really have something.
All
guys.
right.
Every
moving
day
on.
I'm gonna cast Phantom Steed for the next 23 years until we have the perfect racing snail.
Me and Snelly will train together. We live out our years.
As the crowds disperse and move on to other things, does anyone want to go do other things in the carnival?
I'm exhausted. I'd like to go watch a show.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
easy
but
enough to
first,
do.
let's get some grub.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard there's
I'm
delectables.
a very food-centric kind of person, you know?
You guys move past the small booths where people are calling out different games and whatnot to the booths that are selling.
What games are they calling?
Connect
Well-
4, shoots and ladders.
Let me.
They got one of them dunk tanks where you can throw a baseball at a clown.
There's a minotaur just in the dunk tank.
As you walk by, I'll go ahead and roll. I'm gonna go ahead and roll and see which one you hear first.
Fantasy chilies, fantasy chilies, fantasy chilies.
You walk by one booth that's ostentatiously adorned. There's like a table that lines the entire outside of it, and there's people all gathered around, and you can see inside of it is a djinn who's floating above everything with these rings kind of like floating in their hands, and he's saying like, the mirage is no mirage, adorn the horn with 2 or 3 wings to win a prize, and people are like shouting and like throwing stuff, and that's what you hear.
So we're supposed to throw a ring on your horn?
Stepping up, you can see inside the wooden enclosure, there are 3 what look to be statuettes of a almirage, which is a bunny-looking creature with a horn like a unicorn. And they sit in the middle of the in the middle there, and you see people are like getting rings, like trying to toss them and stuff, and that's what they're trying to do. So, but the djinn looks at you and is like, "Would you like to try your luck?" As the rings are like juggling the rings, their other hands are coming out and grabbing rings. It's really weird. But yeah, they're just looking at you.
What's the lighting like in?
Oh, it's well done. It's well lit.
Damn it.
Hand me those rings to Jennifer to Janiston.
Hands you 3 rings.
Where's your bunch of statues
All right,
of my
make a
cousin
dexterity
named Cotton?
A dex check?
Yep, dexterity check.
Oh boy. That's cocked. Damn it. Hey, 15.
15. 15 is a success. You
Hey.
ding, 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 on one of them. He's like, one more and you succeed.
Hey, 19.
19. You throw the next one, and as you're getting ready to throw it, you watch as the statuette appears in another spot on the table, and you last me, you're like, ugh, and it bing, ding, 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 and the djinn looks at it and goes, you got it. It reaches into a pouch, pulls out a bottle of wine, hands it to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. There you go.
Is your moon mother going to drink that?
No, I'm gonna find a straw.
All right. Moving on to the food or checking out these other games. There are
Constance,
a
did you
couple
want
more.
to play this game as well?
Nah, I don't really think it's my style of game. You did such a good job. You know, I hate to like get over there and make a mess of it.
I don't think you would. Okay.
What?
I mean, you'd just be proving your dexterous abilities.
Okay. I'll play.
All right. Hands you the rings. Go ahead and make your dexterity check.
26.
26. Oh my god. Ding, ding, ding. One ring lands on the Amirage. You have 2 more throws.
26.
26. Another one lands. No issue. Congratulations.
This is
You
a
won.
remarkably easy game you've set
You
up
still
here.
got a third ring.
You.
Why don't I do math now?
13?
13.
I thought you were going to say
13.
25.
You
so
throw
yes.
it on there one more time, and that Almirage statue teleports, and it ping falls to the ground. Oh, not 3 in a row, but still a prize. Reaches into his bag, pulls out a wooden wand, and hands it to you. Congratulations.
Thanks. Describe this one for me.
This wooden wand allows you to cast Prestidigitation.
What does it look like?
Marilyn Monroe's cigarette
The wand
holder.
itself,
Yeah.
it's a wooden wand. On the end, it's got about 6 inches of colored streamers.
Cool.
That's a long colored streamer.
How long is
Maybe
the wand
even too
itself?
long.
Is it just like a dowel?
Yeah,
That's so good.
but it
Like
allows
a
you to cast
staple in the top.
Prestidigitation 4 times.
Cool.
A day?
Nope, just 4 times.
4 charges.
Mr. Jin, would you be willing to tell us where the best prizes are in this carnival?
Well, all the prizes are the best prizes, of course.
Oh, no, but tell me which one are the best prizes. Can I roll persuasion?
You like these prizes?
No, they're lovely, but I feel like some prizes are better than others. Like some are a stick staple with streamers, some are a potion of advantage. I don't. Which ones are the best?
And you hear behind you a chuckle of somebody who's like, "Do not worry, Obadar. She means well." And you turn around to see this gloriously dressed individual who looks down at you with these bright amber eyes, this giant white smile, is like, "Do you not like the prizes of my carnival?"
No, the prizes are great, but I'm just saying, where would you think the best ones would be?
Oh my dear, this is Demetri's show. Of all of the prizes, they are not for the adventuring type. They are for...
The chaos causes, I've seen.
Oh, you want the chaos?
Maybe.
Oh, you want the chaos.
Make a persuasion check.
Hell yeah, damn. That's a 20, a natural.
He looks down at you, looks around and goes, "If you can keep a secret." Reaches into his giant coat, pulls out, hands it to you.
I will surreptitiously take it and put it into my coat. Now, what was that?
Do you want to look at it?
Yes. I'll
Okay.
kind of peek under
You look at it. It is a wooden unicorn horn filled with candy. And you look, and the eyes of this guy are shining brightly. He goes, "Chaos." And he straightens back up and he goes, "I hope you are all enjoying the circus. It's an honor for us to be here and to have so many people. I saw the race. It was well won, if not a little fixed."
That's high praise.
Yes, Nell Webb did a great job, didn't she?
How is the name of your snail?
I'm still on her, yeah.
Oh, you mean this horse?
Wonderful.
Backs up a step, a little mucus on the toe of his boot. Oh, sorry.
But please, if there is anything you all need, you are at the beck and call of our circus. What the celebrate, have a good time, and remember, it is the people's celebration.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He's, with a flip of his
What? Oh.
I'm dazzled.
with a flip of his cloak, he turns and begins to move with a almost like a levitating presence through the crowds of people, saying hello, doffing his little hat off to people, and just having just a glorious time. But yeah.
What a nice guy.
Are the candies labeled in any way?
Huh? No, it's just a box of candies.
May I have one?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Oh boy.
You want a chaos. So, all right.
I've never been more shy.
All right. Moving through this area.
Do not give one to Wyatt.
Why
there
don't you
is-
like one?
There's a moment while this is going on where you all are kind of moving in and throughout the crowds. It's very crowded right now. It's probably about getting close to high noon, and there's people milling in and throughout here. Food is being shared. There's all kinds of carts filled with creations of all different kinds when it comes to food around here. There are candies made of tree sap. There are blue-covered cupcakes. There are something called Euphoria cookies, which are these cookies made by pixies that have this weird kind of sparkle to them, but are the softest thing you've ever eaten. It's a wondrous place to eat food. As you all are doing this,
Did you say euphoria or euphorio?
Euphoria cookies.
Euphorio or euphoria?
Euphorio cookies.
That's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. You get inspiration.
I can't take credit for it.
You get inspiration.
You get it anyways.
Thank you, I
'cause
appreciate
searched
that.
long and hard for it, I'm sure.
As you all are kind of moving in and throughout this place, you get a little separated, which is understandable. You're not all trying to like stick together shoulder to shoulder. Barrios, you're standing by a tent eating, I am assuming, one of these delectables.
Oh, of course.
When all of a sudden there is the not so gentle grab of your shoulder, and you are yanked into a tent that was closed. You get shoved into the tent, and as you kind of like look around, you immediately realize there are 4 massive tieflings in this room. In this tent. And it's loud, so there's still crowds going around, people moving around, but they're all standing there looking down at you. very intimidatingly, and standing in the middle of this tent. It's not a large tent, but it's pretty decently sized. Standing in the middle of this tent, wearing their fine adornments, but looking very haggard, is your old partner, who runs the casino.
Oh, Cobblepot, good to see you again.
That's not his name.
That's what he says.
Oh
though, so.
my gosh.
Toggle Pocket?
That is not what his name. Yeah, Togglepocket. Quentin Togglepocket is standing there looking very haggard, and he just looks at you and he goes, "I know it's fucking you there, dude."
At the casino. Yes, I was at the casino.
Yeah.
I explicitly told you that I was at the casino.
No, but
I flipped you off at the casino.
You were there the day they robbed me. I know you know about it.
I was there the day you tried to shut things down, yes.
No, you. And he he has a walking cane. He's flexing it, and he's just seething in anger. He doesn't know what to do in this situation, but he's trying his best, and he just sets it down with somewhat authority, and he goes, "You're gonna bring all of that back.
All of what back?
All the stuff you took, dude."
Okay, give me one moment.
I do a really quick 360.
Here I am, returning everything I took from you that day.
No, you were part of those fuckers who stole all my shit. So you make them bring it back, or I'm taking everything from you.
All right, well, one, you already have, except for my wife. Suck it. Two, I don't know whom or who. What is the object? I don't know the person or people that you are speaking of.
All right. Sure. Play your little game. We'll see how my father treats you guys when you're all caught for thieving, and he sends you back.
I don't understand why you need to get your father involved in this.
Because if I don't, he's going to freaking take away the casino, dude.
Well, it was never yours in the first place.
I worked for it!
Well, I mean, no.
2 days.
Until the end of the festival.
2
yeah.
days to bring me my stuff back. I'm going to take you all down.
So you're telling me I have 48 hours to find a bunch of random people, convince them that whatever it is they took from you they need to return, or else I'm in trouble?
I mean, isn't that what you do already?
I mean, no. Not anymore. Because you took everything.
48 hours, Barrios.
Until the end of it. Are we doing this again? Twice?
Or I send you back. And he spins and pushes out the tent, runs it, get out fucking way, and shoves through some people. The 4 tieflings that are standing there, 3 tieflings, all kind of look at each other.
Yeah.
Just kind of shrug and just make their way out there.
So am I the only person in the tent?
You are left in the tent alone.
All right. After trying to straighten up my necktie and suss all this out, slowly sinking to the floor and just staring at the ground. And I'll do that for about 10 minutes, and then I will slowly go back out the way that I came.
Okay.
So you wear a necktie?
I bought a suit last time we played. I mean, it was last time we played.
Huh.
But
That was a whole year ago.
I bought a
Can you
full
real
suit.
quick remind me what you look like? Because I have been picturing Matthew McConaughey shirtless in his apartment playing the bongos type of feel.
Ooh, I think
So,
that's what it was
flowy
originally.
Pants,
I think-
the wrap pants
Yeah.
where they don't fully close just up here.
Yeah.
Long and stripy.
You have full range of motion.
Yeah, so I think that's what he was wearing, but he bought a suit at the start of the festival.
What kind?
Like a 3-piece suit.
What color?
I think it was a crushed velvet blue.
How's it cut?
What?
What's
Oh,
it cut?
tight.
Toy? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So Matthew McConaughey in one of those perfume commercials.
Explicitly is shorter than it's supposed to be. So it looks like he bought a suit for someone that is 6 inches shorter than he.
Oh.
So
Cool.
he's a big ankle guy.
Neat. Good. Sorry.
Is it
That's-
short
okay.
of the wrist?
I mean, that's how I had been picturing you like a hippie the whole time. So now we're cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you look good. I haven't told you that in a while.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's a real nice look.
Okay. You rejoin the group, and the group makes their way into the festival.
Where you been?
Just getting some of the most delectables at the stand.
Yeah, what was your favorite?
Pocket pies.
Oh yeah, those are good. Where's the stand for that? I'm hungry.
It's back that way, I think. Wait. Yeah, I think it'd be back.
Show
that-
me.
Yeah, I'll just deception check.
Make a deception check, yeah.
17.
Okay. Are you actively trying to suss something out, or are you just
Yeah.
talking? All right, go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah, he's being a weirdo.
Sure. I mean, that's not...
Good die.
And that's a good die. A 21.
Oh, yep.
21, yeah. Something's off.
Yeah, I mean more than usual.
Yeah, more than usual. There is a... Not obvious, but you swear it looks like he's aged like a dozen years.
It's like 2 years.
Like
Yeah, but
his
they're cat
cheeks are
ears.
hollow, his eyes are kind of sunken in. Just brief, not like, oh my god, what happened to you? But the more you look at him, the more you're like, God, it looks like you've just like, almost like he's just crawled out of a deep dark hole.
You know, you don't look like a guy who just ate some scrumptious pocket pies. You look like a guy who just ate crow.
Well, it was delicious. It's just not settling well.
Connie's gonna like get right up in his face, like put his hand like on his chest, like just like an inch away from his face, and be like, "Hey, remember, if we're gonna work together, we got to be honest with each other."
Okay. You're right. We may need to have a conversation later.
Sounds good. All right, now where are those pocket pies? Just kidding. You didn't go eat pocket pies.
They were
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Let's go get some actual food.
yeah, that's a great idea.
All right. Gathering.
Seeing the bit of kind of like nervousness, like on him too.
Yeah.
I feel like Wyatt kind of notices and picks up on that. Can I make
What was your insight?
Can I make an insight check? as
You
well?
most certainly may make an insight check.
It'll be 12.
Ah, you believe my rules.
He seems no weirder than usual.
It's what happens when you set the bar really high.
I was actually trying to help.
You said what?
I said I was gonna help.
With
all right.
the deception.
All right. So everyone gathers food, has a good time. Unless you want to do something specific with the rest of your day, you can continue to kind of while the day away until the evening of this first night.
I'm tapped out.
Okay.
I mean,
How long has it been since the snail race?
Several hours.
I don't have a snail anymore.
No, you do not.
I'll let you know shortly before it was to disappear that you needed to say your goodbyes.
So I don't like bruise my tailbone and like,
I kind of
You
wanted
should
to.
ride a snail all around the carnival.
I kind of wanted to talk to Demetri. I wonder if
You
we
want
could-
you want to go look for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a investigation check.
I think he's easy to find. I think you just have to think about the whimsy of the world.
Oh, let me do that.
Great idea.
Because five.
Wonderful idea.
Five's not
Think
gonna
about
cut
some
it.
whimsy first.
Anyone else want to look for
Yeah,
him
right.
or
Yeah,
want to help Connie look for
I
him?
can help Connie
It's a
look.
team effort, guys. You don't have to just let him hang out to dry.
I'd like to
Oh,
see
it
this
sucks
guy
for you
break.
for doing 5. That's crazy.
15.
6. I wasn't thinking about the whimsy of the world. I'm still pretty sleepy.
No, could you show me what it looks like to look at the whimsy?
With a 15, you find there is out in an open area where there looks to be these large, almost like Spanish lady creatures, but flying, not in the water. I don't know
What
if you know
is
it
that?
Have you ever seen a Spanish lady?
I mean, I have seen a Spanish
You've
woman.
never seen a
So it's a creature in the ocean. It's a
seen
creature in the ocean that is like maybe about yay long, and they're vibrantly colored, and they kind of like flap in the water.
So it's an animal?
Yeah, they're like a
Oh, like the dresses that.
it's the
That's Frida Kahlo.
Frida
That
Kahlo
is in fact
what
a
comes
Spanish
up.
lady.
Yeah, first thing that comes up, Spanish lady animal is a picture of Frida Kahlo.
I mean, what does that say?
Oh, Spanish
dancer. That's another
I still
Say, there's so many Hispanic women deep sea fishing.
They
on
are
this album. Michelle's Google right
they're a
now.
type of jellyfish.
Oh, I love them. They just look like a scrap of silk just floating in the ocean.
Yeah, so that's what you see, but much larger and in the air. In this area, and you can see while they kind of like lazily just kind of undulate in the skies, the large dragonflies with people riding them are buzzing around. But as this is going on, there looks to be some sort of a discussion happening, and with a couple of other Genasi who are speaking in a language that none of you recognize, and Demetri is kind of like gestating to them, or not gestating.
gesticulating.
Gesticulating.
He's gestating.
He's
6
gestating.
weeks
He's
in.
waiting for it. He's gesticulating to them, and then kind of like turns around and addresses somebody else. This area of the park or the carnival seems a little bit less. Everyone seems to be pulled towards the food carts, so there's not a lot of traffic. But you see that he takes time to like greet everybody as they walk by. So if you want to flag him down, you're more than
What a nice guy.
happy to.
Yeah.
But as you do, he kind of like turns around with again the giant smile across his face. His skin has this, even though it's decently warm today, his skin gives off this kind of like warm glow. Not like, ooh, wow, he's really, really hot, but like a comforting warmth that kind of bisects the heat of the day. But as he kind of turns to you, he's, hello, my friend. You are... Wait. I recognize you. You are the fighter for the third night of the celebration, yes?
That's right, Connie Brava.
The
at your
Reach,
service.
yes,
Yeah.
of course. A pleasure to meet you finally.
Thank you. I just wanted to personally thank you for coming to our fine city. It's
Of
really
course,
brought a lot
of
of
course.
joy and commerce, a lot of opportunities.
are.
It's great.
My carnival is more than happy to be of service to not only the people, but to Her Majesty as well. But yes, I should thank you. You have brought such a great climatic end to our show this year. So,
Well, no doubt, I will give it my very best. You
I
let me
know
know
you
if
will.
there's anything else you want me to throw in, any other ideas you come up with to drum up some.
of course.
you know,
Oh, don't
some-
worry. There will be plenty of
Wonderful.
performance before. You just worry about putting on a good show for the people. That is what we are here for, the people.
Wonderful, absolutely. Well, I did have
As he
one
pauses,
other
picks up a
thi-
child, smiles with it, sets it down, turns back to
Kisses
you.
a baby.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I totally get it.
Vote for Demetri.
You travel the world. I mean, you travel. This
Oh,
whole-
my friend.
the planes.
stories I could tell
Yeah.
you.
Well, actually, I thought maybe you might have a story or two I might be interested in.
Really?
You see, yeah. See, I'm looking for information about, well, my father. He was exiled a while ago. And I can't remember what's the name of the place he was. I assume he is.
Flavor Town.
I'm trying to see.
Well, I'm wondering if you've ever come across anyone named Argo Brava or Goody Brava. He might go by Goody.
Goody Brava.
Yeah. I mean, basically, heir apparent to the Brava dynasty gets kicked out. I'm just wondering if you're hearing anything about him.
My friend, I have met many, many, many people. And I have lived quite the vibrant life. And seen many across my travels. Thousands, if you may. And I never forget the face. this name, Argo, brother. It is familiar to me. I believe they were. I tell you what. Come join me for a drink this evening, at the big tent. You're more than welcome. You and all your friends, of course. We will drink. We will have a time. We will watch performances, and I will tell you what I know of this Argo.
Now that sounds like a great idea. Big tent. This
Of
evening,
course.
you got it.
Of course. And again, if there is anything you need, you must only ask.
Lovely. Thanks, big guy.
You're very welcome. He turns around and immediately poses with a couple people. Good day. And turns and continues to saunter off into the crowd.
I think I like more candy. I've eaten almost like 3 or 4 more.
There's a
Gilderoy
tug.
Lockhart
There's a tug
vibes.
on your cloak, and you see a goblin standing next to you. Compliments of Mr. Demetri, and he hands you another horn of candy.
But it's saltwater.
This is the best kind of chaos.
I'm eating 4 more pieces immediately. Hey,
Okay.
Wyatt, here's some
Get
for you
stuck
too.
and lose one of the caps in the back of your.
Oh, not another crown.
Yeah, that's so fucking fun.
Oh shoot! No! Oh, Michelle, I forgot that happened to you.
No.
It happened to me with a Jolly Rancher when I was in 2nd grade. I
rough
like
stuff.
lifted up and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what to do." So I just closed my mouth back down. It slipped right back on, and I just sat there waiting for it to
Oh
dissolve.
man.
And 30 years later, still stuck in his mouth.
I still got that Jolly Rancher.
That's scary.
No, I was
Tastes
talking
like
about the dude,
watermelon.
not the Jolly Rancher.
It's a special type of horror, for sure.
Yeah, it was a baby tooth.
Teeth are
Oh,
the worst.
forget it.
Now I know why Brits don't mess with
Isn't
them.
that?
That's their deal. Is they hate their teeth.
It's such a pain to take care of.
Outside bones, man.
We shouldn't have them at all.
We should just get rid of them.
That'll go in the notes.
I know,
for
we'll do the
sure.
traditional British thing and let them rot out of our faces.
All right.
What was the quote exactly?
Um,
Teeth are such a hassle. No wonder the Brits don't deal with them or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think that sounds
That's-
about right. I mean, it's recorded, so
Yeah,
I'd catch
it
up
is
on
definitely recorded. You could pull it up if you needed to.
Michelle's gonna listen to her first episode of this podcast.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
I do it in batches.
Can you imagine? Hey, Michelle, why do we have a Patreon subscription?
Don't worry about it. All right, so the day continues on. You all have the most wonderful time here. And as the evening progresses, you make your way towards one of the 4 big tops that are in the center of the square. And you can see as you approach, there is massive amounts of crowds in these big tops having shows go on, hearing sights and sounds. You watch as fire erupts from one of them and the sound of like a dragon roar from inside as people are like shocking and gasping. But you make your way to the 4th of them, the smallest of these big tents, but still fairly large. And you step into this. As you step in, it's from the outside. It looks like it's a place that could house maybe 30 to 40 people comfortably inside this kind of a yurt style tent. But as you step into it, you step into this 3-story spectacular. That is bigger on the inside than you ever thought. You can see there are probably
Connie faints.
So British.
there are probably what
British
looks to be
episode.
anywhere from 100 or so fey creatures all milling in and throughout here. Fairies dancing across the banisters, centaurs and satyrs having conversations by these luxurious bars piled high with foods. And sitting in this giant cushy chair, speaking to what looks to be a rabbit creature that is like taller than anything you've ever seen, with like a really weird like oblong neck with like all these rings like stacked up, is Demetri, who turns and kind of sees you all and is, my friends from before, and he kind of gestures you over to his area. You are immediately accosted by 5 or 6 servers who present you with drink, with food, with all of these amenities, and you are ushered over and sat down on the plushest kind of floor seating you've ever been a part of.
This sounds wonderful.
The place is magical. It even smells like the smell in here is so intoxicating, but not to the point of like, oh god, I walked into an incense shop. Like, oh, this is earthbound for sure. It's more of like,
I went to a Turkish restaurant one time. This sounds exactly like that.
It's amazing. And what's interesting is none of you know it, but yet you all know it simultaneously. To each of you, it smells a little different. So you can think of what you would want that to be. But as you all gather around, you can see he's laughing and he's speaking with these individuals as he turns and looks at you and he's like, "Come, sit. We have much to discuss. You spoke earlier of some interesting things, and I wanted to give you a chance to know more about it. Yes."
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
Of course. Are we? We are in the company of friends, yes?
Of course we are. My mouth is full of saltwater taffy.
Yes.
Very well. This request you have, may I ask, as one entrepreneurial individual to another, what is the cost of this information to you? Not that I am trying to extort, understand. I do not need the money. I am looking more for the value of it to you.
You can name your price.
For a secret, I require a secret of my own.
Carry on.
Very well. So, you were asking about Mr. Argo Brava, a gentleman I met in the far, far reaches of our world. The last time I spoke to him, he was alive, and he was living in a most unfortunate place. Have you ever heard of a place called the Frostborn?
The Frost what?
The Frostborn.
What's on the map back there?
Calvin, spell it.
Frostborune. Frostborn.
Okay. I mean, I've heard the name.
Of course. There is a city that resides on the coast of the Frostborn, known as Grimshaw. This is the place where the unsavory of the world reside. Those who are meant to be separated from the rest of this world. This is where I met him.
Okay, what was he doing there?
His purpose, I was not aware. I was there on a expeditious mission. I was searching for a fantastical new creature to introduce to my traveling zoo, which is yet to be displayed.
Oh. Did you find the creature?
Alas, I did not. I did. It is more of a creature of fable than anything else. But Demetri is not deterred by
Well, I'll
this.
tell you, give me the details on that, and if I go visit my father up there, I'll keep an eye out.
I have no doubt you will. Another time, perhaps. As he takes a big old drink. Yes. So, I have provided you with a secret. Do you find this secret satisfactory?
When was this?
This would be probably a few years ago.
Did you speak with him?
Oh yes, he was quite the linguist, which is hard to find up there. Most people don't. They do not know the ways of the world, and your Argo was fascinated with our expedition, offered to assist us in any way we could, and was quite the gentleman, I would say.
Yep, that's him. Is there anything else of import you might be able to tell me about it?
This would not be something you do not know, but I am more than happy to share. It's he did not belong there, but could not leave. His claim was for some sort of counterfeiting or some misunderstanding with local authorities.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe he'll be able to return sometime soon.
Very well.
Well, thank you. What information would you like?
Oh. But a paltry request, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm an open book.
Very well. What do you plan to do with the deck?
You know about the deck?
Well, I am a thief by no means. I employ many individuals. And the word on the street travels fast, especially when you become the street for a few days.
I guess I'd like to know first why you think that I have the deck, or that we have the deck.
Well, the fact that you did not immediately deny the deck is clue enough for me.
Okay, yeah, but before that, how'd you find out?
As I said, we have become the streets. My associates are very keen on the goings-on in order to ascertain the emotions of where we go. In order to placate to the crowds.
Friends, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we decided to deal with that little treasure at some other point. We really didn't have any plans for it, did we?
I certainly didn't have any specific plans.
Nope, I shouldn't.
Still feeling kind of shaky there, Kestis?
I don't know, it's been sort of a long day.
Do you have low blood sugar? Would you like some taffy? I have got an endless supply of things.
Did you have any plans for the
I'm
deck?
quite tired.
I don't know. Maybe if we're not using it, maybe just return it, I guess. I don't know.
Is it of some import to you?
Hold on. Return the thing that you stole?
No, well, I'm not trying to return anything that we don't know anything about, really.
I mean, I think we made it out of there. I don't know that we give it back. Why? What'd you want to do with it?
Honestly, I'd love to draw a card, but that is not for me to impose.
I'd love to see that. I know it's bad. It's bad. I know that. Who knows what could happen?
I have always been one to dance with fate. But
I mean, it's,
again, that is.
I just
That is
don't
too
know
much.
that if he draws that card that we don't really know enough about to know whether that might put our own lives in jeopardy if he pulls that.
Okay.
I mean, if it was
If
that
it-
big of a deal
Could
that
be a
he'd
way to
lose.
learn if we let him do it.
That's why they call it gambling.
Demetri, what are you hoping to draw, if I may ask?
Whatever the deck has designed.
Is
Oh,
he being,
this
is
guy.
he being sincere?
Make an insight check.
Okay, I'm not the best at that, but
This
I wanna
guy's
know.
fun.
Oh, actually, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Where's my insight?
Pretty
Pretty
decent.
decent. We're talking a 22.
22? Yeah. It's 100% legit.
Okay.
He
How's
goes.
this?
He goes on. He goes. The deck of many things is much like myself, where the world bends and sways with the whims and willows of fate.
Whimsy.
There are those who decide to pluck its strings and make a fanciful coat from it.
My friend.
Now that I can get behind.
Yeah. My friends. All of you. I just had a great idea. What if, Demetri, we let you pluck a card, and whatever the outcome, if it's a blessing, we split it. 50 to Demetri, 50 to the crew. If it's a danger, then we all
Deny,
collaborate.
deny, deny.
First, deny if we can, but we deal with it together.
You are a bold man, Kanidarich.
Hey, you only live once. Unless you pluck the right card, am I
Unless
right?
you pluck the right
That's
cards.
right.
This I like.
What do you guys think?
I already
I
said,
don't know what's in
mean,
there.
I'm a gambler, but I already said my piece. I'd like to know more about it before we go pulling cards.
I think the only way to know more is, in fact, to pull a card.
True.
You don't think somebody else anywhere might be able to tell us what this
I think all
because
the
in
people
my
that-
personal opinion, I played plenty of cards myself. And granted, this is a different type of deck, but playing cards can really bite you in the ass.
I think everyone that would have known that we've talked to has told us to forget about it completely. Nobody seems to want us to know anything about this, and I would like to know what I've been hanging on to.
Trial by
would-
fire.
I would
Some-
imagine there's probably a reason for that.
In my
Okay.
experience, the reason that people don't
I'm
want
gonna
me to
be
know
honest with
things
you, why
is
in
because
the
they don't
heck
want me
do
to
I
know
feel like I'm
things.
the only one talking some sense right now? This is a little ass backwards.
I mean,
My
I
large
wish
eared friend, are you asking for specifics on your recent acquirements? Or are you just trying to ascertain more caution? Because I will tell you, first and foremost, you will never be cautious enough for the deck of many things.
And that, but exactly. What's not to say that all of a sudden you pull that card? I mean, it was bad enough that old homeboy, I mean, if he lost that deck, he was going to lose everything.
Yes,
there's
this-
a lot of risk in pulling that card.
Let me put it to you like this. A man could wait until he was on his deathbed to pull a card. What good would it have done him?
In my experience, fates don't change until you come out of your shell.
And I'll just reach to Zook's shell where we put the deck of many things.
It's definitely in my bag. It's in the bag of the infernal bag of holding.
In my experience, fates don't change until you reach into the centaur's knapsack.
Infernal knapsack. of holding.
Infernal knapsack
That
of the
sounds like
centaur.
such a good like tavern name. The Centaur's Knapsack.
Okay. You present it.
I have the box.
And I believe that's on page 7 of the Feywild Kama Sutra.
Are we gonna do this here and now?
Where else would you prefer?
Ugh, I love it.
I
There
take,
and then.
Life has
I
been a
take
little
the-
crazy. I'd say we just go for it.
I take the deck and fan it like a magician.
In your hooves?
Does that mean you just pulled all the cards?
I didn't.
All the cards are out of the box. What the hell?
I have to specifically declare a number of cards I would be pulling for it to count because
That is correct.
I've read the item description.
And as this goes, Demetri selects, and he puts his hand up. 1. Grabs the card, pulls it out.
Right back in the box.
I'm going to go ahead and...
Roll initiative. I'm on it.
I'm going to roll a D100.
Don't you have a deck of many things?
You know,
Don't you have a deck of many things?
No.
I tell you what, this is
No, I have a deck of initiative cards.
this situation you've put us in this like hazy, fragrant, you know, close, cozy, exotic, pillow sitting low. This is exactly the situation where Drew would go, yeah,
I think we should do it.
do it.
I think we should all do cocaine.
What number is it?
61.
All right, I'll tell you what it is.
Nice. I don't know.
Nope, not it.
There's not 61 things in it. I checked and there's not that many cards.
He pulls out.
Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm gonna throw
He
up.
pulls out a card that has.
So tense.
Wait, which deck of many things is this?
He pulls out. This is the deck of many more things.
No.
He pulls out the tower.
Oh, that's what I'm looking up. Ah.
The tower. And as he pulls out the tower, he looks at this card. There's immediately a in the room as the card immediately goes from 2 to 3. Draw 2 additional cards beyond your declared number. The magic of these cards does not immediately take effect.
Whoa!
So he has to draw 2 more. I'm gonna throw
2 more
up.
cards.
Are you kidding?
But they don't immediately take effect.
16,
16
25.
and 25. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really good.
Hey, whatever. 2 more
Hang on.
cards.
16
Oh my
is
God.
elemental, and 25 is
Giant.
Giant. So let me look at those.
We're fighting them.
Hold on, I gotta find the other one.
No, I mean elemental sometimes means like water. Sometimes it just means it's about the element.
He pulls the 2 cards, looks at him, and goes, "Really?" And you watch as he takes one of them, puts it back in the deck, and pockets the other one.
We'll know which one he took. Does he grow 2d10 inches in
He does
height
not
right
go
now?
He's not go 2 inches.
Oh, so he's now immune to ice damage.
He pockets the other
Fire
one and
damage.
just looks at you
already
all,
immune to fire
and he goes, "My friends, you have given me an experience of a lifetime, and I have lived many lifetimes."
He's going
Thank you.
snowboarding in the nude. Wait,
Aren't you? Isn't he going to share it with us?
That is worth another secret.
Well, maybe I can give you a secret if.
How about this? I shit my pants last week. Didn't want to tell anybody. Secrets.
It was obvious to everyone.
You know, I'm really glad to see that you're embracing this this transparent and honest thing we want to cultivate here in this group.
I wish you'd do less of it.
Well, he's learning how to do it. There are some things that you don't. I mean, you don't
Here's the
need.
thing: is most of the time I am honest. I just get drunk and I don't remember it, so I can't tell you what I did or didn't do it.
That's
Okay.
a problem that you have.
Demetri,
You'd have that problem if you lived in a tavern too.
Yes.
do you know of any wizards from a demi-plane here in the city?
Not off the top of my head, but
well, I will whisper to him.
Well, here's the secret. He's gonna have a chest that's being stolen. Don't ask me how or why or what. But there's a wizard from a demi-plane that is going to be robbed at some point. That's your secret. Over the People's Celebration, not just like some point in history forever and ever.
Great Nostradamus.
fantastic.
Is that a good enough secret?
For this, yes. pulls out the card and shows it to you. There is a large, what looks to be air elemental on the front of it.
Oh, so he will be able to summon that at some point?
Nope. He gains resistance to a elemental damage of his choice.
And so do we by proxy.
Unfortunately, it is a one-time use.
Just so you know, it's immunity.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I was like, damn, that's really cool.
Cool. Pocket that.
I think he held up his end of the bargain. He had 2 cards and he gave one of them back.
It's
We have
true.
an extra card. In
Did
the
you put a bad one back?
It's still sticking out of the deck that he's holding there.
I'm scared to look. Just tell me. Is it a good one to pull? Yes or no?
Well, that would be manipulating fate.
I don't think it would. I think it would be asking a question amongst friends.
Kestis is just gonna try his best to get a read on
Make an insight check.
on what he's up to. He's been so strange.
Yeah.
19.
All right, you're
He
gonna
has
have
a
to summon.
mirthful twinkle in his eye, but not of anything. It's a mirthful twinkle of like, you'd probably think it's funny if you tried it. Like nothing in his face is like, oh, you draw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna
Avatar
roll
of
this
Death.
really quick?
You draw a card.
Because I made the insight roll.
We're drawing a deck of many things.
He did.
No.
You draw
I
a
draw the
card
half-drawn card.
with a giant on it. Please roll 2d10.
Oh my gosh. Are we all drawing cards? I'll draw a card.
I mean, I've got nothing to lose at this point.
It's 2 9s for an 18.
You immediately grow 18 inches taller.
Good luck being sneaky now.
And your maximum hit points and current hit points increase by 20.
Holy shit, you're fucking Clydesdale.
Yep. All right.
My God.
Immediately just
Let me figure out what that means.
Did you roll?
Oh,
Yeah.
You drew a card?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
So right now he's in a very bad headspace. So he
D100.
rolled a 45, which is the rogue. A non-player character of the DM's choice becomes hostile towards you. The identity of your new enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it. Nothing less than a wish or divine intervention can end this NPC's
Hang
hostility.
on. What'd you roll?
45. The rogue.
I mean, he might be drawn from a different deck. You never know. That's the kind of silly stuff Calvin likes to do.
Well, he said the deck of many more things.
He's a little sneak thief.
Why is this one not giving me...
I mean, re-roll. Okay, Calvin, I guess that's what you need me to do.
no.
44. Oh my god, that was close.
Wait. I just looked at the list you were looking at. Oh, okay. No. It was the other direction. I thought you gave up rogue for ruin.
No,
A rogue for ruin.
ring. A rare magic rarer appears on your finger.
Let Calvin find it, damn it.
Yeah, I know.
No, he pulled rogue.
Yeah, you need the rogue.
Hell yeah.
That's
Oh.
much more fun.
So somebody hates me, and I don't know who, and I don't know why.
You might know who.
Add their name to the list.
Okay, so you pulled the rogue.
Yep, and
Well done.
I'm gonna pocket that card, and I'm keeping
All
it
right.
forever.
Do I have?
At this point, Demetri is just smiling, just grinning
Oh,
ear to
yeah.
ear.
Connie is
King
just
Chaos.
soaking up the vibes that are going on right now. He's just like in a world that has magic, this is the equivalent of like, you're a wizard, Harry. It's like, do I choose to accept this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Kestis is now 8'2",
Oh my god.
You are huge.
massive.
I will say you can also spread that out into your length as well. You don't have to grow like,
Oh, that's good.
because you are also out as you are up.
I
so
can-
you
I can go
also
horizontal
Be, you can
when I
also
go
go horizontal.
vertical.
So you don't have to go
I,
fully.
I
8
think
feet
it is.
if you-
It is like going from, paint horse, riding horse
Yeah.
size to
To
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
You're
are
a
now
warhorse.
much bigger in a lot more aspects. So yeah, you can go slightly less than 8 feet
How
if
many
you
hands
choose.
high is he?
So many hands.
That's very
Where's his
tall.
withers end? Where do your withers end, dude? How many feet?
Wow. Is that how this works? I've got a box full of stuff that makes you taller or good, better in the cold, or
It is.
people get mad at you.
It is a. Well, you don't know that someone's mad at him. He just pulled a card and went, huh, and put it in his pocket.
Or something happens to him.
The deck of many things bends the wheel of fate. In good and bad ways.
Yeah, seriously, Connie's just like almost in a trance, very happy. Because he's like feels that energy building of like he's about to do this potentially life-changing thing. And
So do it.
Kestis fans the cards back out.
okay, so you he's okay, he smiles at everyone, kind of readjusts himself in the seat.
He holds them down to you.
And every ounce of sneakiness, he is going to attempt to be so fast that he sleight of hands the card that he chooses without anyone seeing. Like it's a shadowy place, it's a dark place. Everyone kind of into his wrist pocket, and then magics it into his hand. So it's like it has just appeared there.
A bit of flair.
Yeah.
So you just,
Everything's wet.
Oh, yeah. It's
He's like,
yeah. It into your hand. Go ahead and roll your D100.
I can't stand it.
This is incredible. My dice.
what is it?
59.
Hold on.
There is the tiniest little thought in the back of his head, like
59.
I don't want to have to explain myself to my mom. I hope she's not so mad at me.
You're good.
You draw a throne.
Squeeze me?
On the card is a throne. A throne you've never seen before, but a throne nonetheless. You gain proficiency in the persuasion skill. And you double your proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill.
Full on expertise in persuasion.
In addition, you now gain rightful ownership to a small keep somewhere in this world.
In Frosthelm.
You'd all, but yeah.
Grimshaw, Frostborn, maybe one of those.
I guess Terran Mall. This world.
Somewhere out there.
And all of this information is downloaded into his brain immediately.
You own something somewhere.
He just kind of like sinks back into his like big seating cushion and just kind of like just continues to soak up the ambiance of this wonderful and magical place.
Is that good? Is that good? Is that a good face?
You said persuasion?
You now have a +5 to your persuasion.
Expertise.
Yes. It was good.
Kestis just holds the deck up to Nell and Wyatt.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh my gosh, we're really doing this?
88.
Roll again,
Yeah, roll again.
Roll again?
Yep.
Why
Roll
again?
because it's just too high.
It's too high. There's not 100
It has
cards.
to be between 1 and 66.
67.
I also
Oh,
have
yes.
the list because I'm the one carrying it.
11.
Wait. Yep.
Part 2.
Hang on. No one say anything.
Nell, do you want to draw one
Oh, hold on. Yeah, Nell, you gonna do this?
I don't know.
Nell,
What?
are you gonna yes or no? I have to have a decision.
When in Rome.
I'll do it.
Draw your card.
too? You be a +5.
You should be able to give yourself
78. So
Roll again.
30.
30.
I don't want to look.
Nope.
I'm not gonna look.
Now, you draw, and you see a card that has a charger on it, a horse, war horse. And sitting astride this charger is a massively clad paladin holding the most glorious lance you've ever seen. And you feel your senses tingle as you hold this card in your hand. You've drawn the lance card. All your ability scores increase by 1.
What the fuck?
What? And now, for the best worst part of this.
Oh, please, no, Calvin.
Me?
Wyatt.
Son of.
You're turned
You-
inside out like a sea cucumber defending itself.
You reach and pull out a card. This card is a body. But worse than that.
What the hell?
It's your body. And you all watch as Wyatt drops to the ground. And that is where we are going to leave you all tonight.
What the?
With Wyatt seemingly a
Should've
visage.
known. The guy that can get hit by a car and hit by a car in the same day rolls the dice.
Oh no!
Should've learned.
Matt can't help but die.
We'll find
The
out what
worst,
happens
but
next time.
best?
Because it's the
Best
most
or
exciting.
worst. Best or worst. Best or worst. We'll find out what happens next time we get together. But until then,
God.
thank you all so much
you
for
verify?
playing. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. This has been the Wild Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody.
Oh, good night,
Incredible.
gang.
Incredible.
What if we all decided, hey, for 2024, why don't you tell us what your Steam Deck is? And Drew has to have a new Steam
12
Deck.
inches. No, man.
Understand that statement.
So
What's the thing that you bring up a lot to show off that you can bring it up?
So when Drew first got his Steam Deck, he became the king of humble brags. He's like, the other day I was playing on my Steam Deck while Jonah was doing
So today,
homework."
before I left, I actually looked at it and I was like, "Do it,
You
Don't
dirty
do it."
girl.
They haven't seen it in
Oh,
a while.
actually-
Maybe
actually
you should
have-
bring it.
I think two months ago, something like that, Drew said, Zach, I think you bring up your girlfriend so that you can remind me that it's cool that you're dating her. And I said, you're correct.
Oh yeah, that's why we
That's-
said
that's
she
my
is your
Steam
Steam
Deck.
Deck. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
obviously.
like, I wasn't trying to.
I was like,
hide
no,
that.
that's what I'm doing explicitly.
I remember you saying you just think it's so cool that she likes you.
Yeah. I'm shocked every day.
Yeah.
I think about how much Zach likes his girlfriend way more
Oh no.
than I like I should, but I realize it's not on me. It's because
Yeah, it's because I bring it up a lot.
you make me do that
Yeah.
all the
'Cause
time.
I'm obsessed.
Now it's become like the screensaver.
I think
You know, like, oh, my mind has been still for a moment. Man, Zach sure likes that Callie likes him.
I am in love with how much you love me.
Whoa.
That's what it is. But hadn't occurred to me in those words. That's